All right, I'm very sure that you will be wondering what has happened. It's been long you heard that particular sick tune on Dr. Ouk'S Speaks on Flow 94.9 FM. Well, the show is back. This is Dr. Ouk'S Speaks on Flow 94.9 FM Umuahia. It is 10 minutes past the hour of 10 o'clock on this dial. Welcome to Dr. Ouk'S Speaks on Flow 94.9 FM. Sincere apologies for going on for like 2 Thursdays now. We've been off. Probably Honorable will tell us what happened. And he's looking very fresh now. My name is Ginika Olwoha. As always, I've reported for duties, and I have the regular, whom I will be doing this program with, talking about the Southeast Media Aid to Dr. Ouk'S. Honorable Madukokoro is a don and white shirt and looking so fresh. Honorable, what happened? You went on sabbatical?
No, I didn't go on sabbatical, Ginika. First of all, let me thank Almighty God for giving me the opportunity to be here. The couple of weeks that you have not heard my voice is not because I was down or anything, but the schedule of activities, I had to go and see my principal, interact with him, so that I put him in the know on what has been going on in Abia State, especially his own senatorial zone. So I briefed him. I heard from him. The man is sharper than I've ever seen him.
In fact, because I was going to ask you, how is he doing now?
He's doing great. He's doing great, and just a lot of folks every day are thronging to see Dr. Ouk'S, the senator, the distinguished senator, who is still, while facing this little handicap, still working. His mind is sharp. Still talking about Abia North folks, talking about activities that he has embarked on. He doesn't need to be there, but things are working. And he gave me sort of renewed joy, renewed sense of belonging as a Igbo man, really me sense of belonging as Abia North folk. And I am happy. Things are working in Abia North. The only thing that people are missing is just the voice of Ouk'S, his live voice, and then the physical presence of the senator. So there is nothing, there is no shaking. God is in control. And my boss, my principal, is a happy man.
All right, I'm sure you may want to extend your appreciation to some people who probably must have shown solidarity in this trying moment of your principal.
Yes, I think within these 2 weeks, I've had a deluge of calls coming to me, wondering what happened to the program and what is going on with the senator effectively representing Abia North senatorial zone. Everything is okay. I want to thank the law enforcement officer that have been calling me, people from Zone 9, people from CPS, the traffic wardens. When they see me on the road, they stop me, they ask me about Oji. I'm seeing people that love Ouk'S, they feel for Ouk'S, and the assurance I want to give people with the backing of Almighty God that the distinguished senator soon will be out, soon will meet his people, soon will interact with folks, soon will see the faces of people that love him. I mean, it's unbelievable the way people are talking about Ouk'S. Even those that dislike Oji, that never saw Oji, have come to the camp to realize that here is a man that speaks for the people. Here is a man that the people loves. So we are waiting for God to do the needful. God is going to do the needful, because we did not come on this earth on our own making. God himself in his infinite mercy brought us out here for different reasons. So His Excellency, the former governor of Abia State, and the distinguished senator representing his people from Abia North will soon join the people and join that red chambers that are ready waiting for him.
Good thing that you are here, Honorable. Actually, maybe because of this little time you've been off, the calls have increased, as especially those from Abia North. Just recently we understand that there are some groups from Abia North farmers giving the Senate 21-day ultimatum to declare the seat of your principal, Dr. Ouk'S, vacant or face mass action. What's your reaction to that?
You don't bother yourself when there is an empty space. These are faceless individuals that we have not met. These are faceless individuals that we don't know in Abia North. There is no way in Abia North senatorial zone that you're going to have a lot of folks who are there as Abia Abia North farmer. There is nothing called Abia North farmers. If you are, let's break it down this way. If you are an Abia North farmer, I think your major concern is about agriculture. It's about feeding the people. It's about touching the lives of the people in the rural areas. Why is it that Abia North farmers that never existed, that will never exist, are coming out? Because somebody who is greedy, somebody who is not able to touch the lives of the people, somebody who was not able to effectively represent the people when he was given opportunity to do that, never did that, and now they are looking for all these means to talk about Ouk'S Okalo, looking at all these means to talk about vacancy, looking about all these means to talk about ultimatum. Who are you to give the Senate of Federal Republic of Nigeria ultimatum? Are you the Constitution? Are you the Federal Republic of Nigeria? There is nothing called Abia North farmers. The man, I think his name is Nkole, whatever. There is no name, such name. There is no such name. If that man is existing and he is a known farmer in Abia North, let him come and meet Madukoko and let's debate. And let him tell us why he thinks that Ouk'S Okalo has not been performing. Ouk'S has been performing. There are activities that are happening in Abia North now. Go and look at the activities. And also don't forget that Ouk'S is a woman and a senator representing Abia North. We have somebody that are the folks that are in the House of Representatives. We have Nkiruka Onyejiocha, who is doing her own bidding. Then we have Benjamin Kalu, who is doing his own bidding. Then we have Ukonkole, who is doing his own bidding. So where are you getting the gap? Okay. If these three folks come up with their own things in their projects, will anybody talk about Ouk'S? When Ouk'S Okalo was governor, he performed. Now that Ouk'S Okalo just got into the Senate, he has not been there for 6 months. He has done a whole lot. The things that are cashed in, I keep saying, into our budget, is there for Bende, Abia North. Is there for Bende people. Is there for Munochi. Is there for Isqueto. Is there for Onhafia people. So why are we wasting our time talking about irrelevant issues? Why are we being negative instead of us looking at positive things and positive ways in restoring hope for Abia? Why don't we team up together? What Benjamin Kalu is doing, Benjamin Kalu meets other legislators irrespective of the political divide to seek for ways where we can touch the lives of the people. That is what I expect people rally around Ouk'S now that he's facing a little bit of handicap, because I know that when Ouk'S Okalo comes out here, the world must stand still, because this is a man that people love naturally. If they dislike Ouk'S Okalo, I don't think that I'll be here talking. If they dislike Ouk'S Okalo, I don't think that people will be crying on the street they want to see Ouk'S. If they dislike Ouk'S Okalo, I don't think that people will be crying and waiting for the day the man they think that is the Messiah will come. Because this is a man that grew up in the streets, that grew up with the poor people, that understand the plight of the common folk. In life, we go through some of these things, and that is the price we pay for being a leader. Ouk'S Okalo naturally is a leader. Ouk'S Okalo is a politician that is out to help people. And this thing that has befallen him is nothing. It's nothing compared to what Jesus went through. So if Jesus Christ himself can be crucified, who is Ouk'S Okalo? So people need to look at positive ways of ameliorating the plight of the people in the countryside, especially in Abia North. So why are we talking about giving ultimatum? What do you mean by ultimatum? Those people don't even know. Most of them don't even know the Constitution of Federal Republic of Nigeria. Yeah, the man even talking doesn't understand how the Senate works.
I remember when the Senate president said he wasn't going to do that because as it stands today, the matter is still in court.
Of course.
And that your principal has every right to appeal the judgment
up
to the Supreme Court. So where is this call coming from?
That is the problem that we have. And you know, the hardest job you can do on earth is managing human beings. And you know, this stomach infrastructure is a very serious disease. It's even more serious than HIV/AIDS. You see, when people are hungry, they are ready to do so many things. People are ready to do so. You have a man who does not even have a hoe to become a farmer. Maybe that man does not even reside in Abia North, and he talking about his group are calling for the Senate to declare a seat of a distinguished senator, a man who was a former governor, a man who was performing when he was not even a governor as a trader, international trader. Ouk'S Okalo attracted NDDC projects before he became a senator. Now how much more what Ouk'S would do if he stays there for 1 year. Because the man that was there, or the folk that have been there before Ouk'S Okalo, they never did as much as Ouk'S Okalo has done now. Politics is about influence. Politics is about the ability to convince people, the ability for you to attract projects to your people. In the activities that has happened the last 4 years or 4 years plus, it is not anything to write home about. And we have the documents. From next week, I will provide everything that happened in Abia. Not. There were cash grants that were given to a senator, to Abia, from Abia. The cash grants. The first one was 250 million. The second one was 230 million. Cash grants. And the individual say they are going to use it to touch the lives of the people. And nobody, no Abia North people know about these cash grants. And we are bringing those things out.
That's a serious
Yes, we are bringing those things out.
Do you have evidence to
of course we do.
That?
The records are there. I'm going to read it. Next week I will read everything that has happened that Abia North people never asked of. Nobody has questioned it, but we are going to question it. And then you are talking about organizing these people that will agitating for nothing. You are agitating for nothing.
But what about the ecological fund? Is it also part of the grant you said that was given?
We are going to find out. You watch what I'm going to say next week.
You know,
it's
because
going to
that
be
particular zone
yes.
of the state is experiencing a whole lot of...
Even your own place is wetter. Even Bende, even Ozitem, my own Ozitem, even Alai, even Ohafia. We have a lot of ecological problems in Abia North, especially your place and then Isqueto and going to Uturu. So those are the things people need to be worried about. What have we done about the ecological funds? We're going to speak on all those things from next week. But then I'm going to reel out everything that Dr. Ouk'S Okalo, the senator, has done within this format to catch those things into our budget. And nobody is bothered about those things. That's what I expect people to be worried about. So, but Abia North people are waiting the day Ouk'S Okalo, and God in His infinite mercy is going to do the needful.
Okay, I'm also tempted to ask, what is the situation with the OUK Foundation? The rains will soon be here.
Yes.
And the people, especially farmers, we are still talking about farmers, they will soon go back to their farm and start doing one or two things, to make sure that we have enough food. And that's part of that. Abia North precisely.
Yes.
And the OUK Foundation, we know last year you distributed palm seedling, Tenera palm seedling
yes.
to people. Mm-hmm. I don't know what the program will be like this year.
This year, what we are going to do again in agriculture, we have a large farm in Ugweke, where we produce gari through cassava stems. So we have this process where we give it out to poor folks, and then we employ the villagers to be a part of the scheme, a part of the process, so that you be able to touch their lives. So they help to produce the gari, sell the gari, and it was through the effort of the distinguished senator that we brought down the price of gari a year ago. Gari, you remember there was a time the price of gari skyrocketed, but it was Dr. Ouk'S Okalo, the senator, and the foundation that helped through the agricultural program to reduce the price of gari. Nobody even talks about that. And what we are setting up in Ugweke, despite the fact that my principal is not around, but things are going to be moved. In the next couple of weeks, you are going to see the programs that are going to reel out through the Ouk'S Okalo Foundation.
And probably you also look at the scholarship?
Of course. He's a part of Ouk'S Okalo's life, touching people. He's going to do that. It's not a thing that we do and stop. It's a continuous process. We're going to do those things so that when the time comes, I think when I go back to Abuja and discuss with my principal, and then Reverend Mrs. Jimam Olakalo is going to be here, and then a lot of people are going to bombard this station. Dr. Maduku Kebu, whom you know very well, is going to be here to talk about Ouk'S Okalo, those activities that we have a lot of activities that are going on beyond Nigeria. What Ouk'S is doing to attract even investors to come into Abia North. Yeah, we have a lot of things to do. That's why we are bothered. We are not bothered about what people are saying. We are bothered about what people are eating. We are bothered about how people are sleeping. We are bothered about what people are doing to touch their lives, to help themselves. That's what we are bothered about. We are not bothered about all these faceless people that go and through social media, then they make noise. No, we want to see you. If you have anything, if you have beef against what Ouk'S Okalo has done so far, if you have beef on who Ouk'S Okalo is, bring it out in the open. I am here. We will talk. We're going to talk. You're going to explain yourself to me, And then I'll bring it all down to you about Ouk'S Okalo. I know the activities of Ouk'S Okalo in my palm. I hope you know the activities of those people that are sending you, because I'm going to throw questions at you and I'm going to bring facts against you and facts for you, so that I will help you to survive. So we are not bothered about what people are saying about Ouk'S Okalo. We need to be bothered about what will bring Abia North together, so that we move forward. And then I think that the support of Barrister Nkiru Konyo-Ijeocha, the support of Barrister Benjamin Kalu, things are working. People are happy. People are seeing these folks working. And then the other man, who is from a different political divide, he's also working. We're not attacking them. We don't come on air to talk about what Ukunkole is doing or what he's not doing. We're talking about collective responsibility in moving the people forward. And that is what we need to do, taking politics to a different level. When you win from a different political party and I win from a different political party, we come together when we have our philosophy, our projects to touch the lives of the people. It's not about touching the lives of you as a senator or as a House of Rep member or as a House of Assembly member, but about touching the lives of the people. That's why you elected. You elected to serve the people. You're not elected to serve yourself. So people are misconstruing this thing. I don't come on air to knock about somebody because you are from a different political party, except when you don't do what you're supposed to do for the people. And Ouk'S Okalo is just out there to help the people, and that's his life, and that is why he's a senator. He didn't go to the Senate to go there to make money. He didn't go to the Senate to see how he's going to bring money to build his business. Ouk'S Okalo has built businesses already. I think that God has blessed him so well that in the next life will continue to enjoy the fruit of Ouk'S Okalo through his foundation.
Honorable, by the time you step out here, like I told you the last time, I still get calls and text messages as regards to the interest-free loan, which you embarked upon some time ago for indigent people, especially in rural areas. Are you still having any intention of doing?
Of course we will do. Those are continual things. We are continuing them. It's just because of this little interregnum, but we're going to continue the project. That's why Reverend Mrs. Jemima, she's in Abuja. When she comes, she's going to come on air and she's going to talk a whole lot about what the foundation. She's the executive secretary. I'm not the executive secretary. I'm the spokesperson for Ouk'S Okalo. So what we are trying to do is to make sure that we do the needful. Let my principal come out. As soon as he comes out, we'll deal with the euphoria, we'll deal with the love of the people towards him. And then after that, he'll sit down and get into business. And then it's going to be one-way touch. That's all it is.
Okay, the show is still Dr. Ouk'S Okalo Speaks on Flow 94.9 FM Umuahia. Still have here with me the Southeast Media Aide to Dr. Ouk'S Okalo, Honorable Madu Kokoro. And my name is Ginika Oluaha. We are going to take a breather. When we come back, the show continues. Stay with us.
At Flow 94.9 FM, we've got conducive and well-secured environment for business, high-tech video studio, a state-of-the-art production studio. You can also listen live on www.flow949fm.com and watch our videos on YouTube at Flow FM TV. Flow 94.9 FM, not just radio, but a complete broadcasting house.
All right, welcome back to the show. It's still Dr. Ouk'S Okalo Speaks on Flow 94.9 FM Umuahia. Still have here with me the Southeast Media Aide to Dr. Ouk'S Okalo, Honorable Madu Kokoro. Honorable, welcome back to the show.
Thank you, Ginika.
Okay, I
first of all, I want to use this opportunity to thank immensely the member representing Umunochi, Isukweto Federal Constituency, Barrister Nkiru Konyo-Ijeocha, for coming to my plea when I asked her to exhibit gesture in sponsoring some reality organization coordinators to go to Abuja and see my principal, and she never hesitated, and she did the needful. I want to thank you, Barrister Nkiru Konyo-Ijeocha, the Deputy Chief Whip in the Nigeria Federal House of Representatives. You done noble, and we really appreciate you. Reality organization worldwide, ably founded by Elder Chief Mrs. Eunice Ozokalo. I want to thank you. I want to thank you as the executive director of that organization, that will never fail you. You have done noble. I also want to use this opportunity to thank Honorable Benjamin Kezie Kalo, Otabiri one of Bende. I want to greet you for what you did. I spoke to you not only as a brother, not only as a friend, but as an ardent follower of Senator Ouk'S Okalo. and you responded. I want to thank you immensely for two of you, what you actually did for the reality, some of reality coordinators to go over there, and some of the Ouk'S grassroots food soldiers to go and see my principal, for them to see him, because most of them that are very, very much down crying, they want to see Ouk'S, they have seen it. It's the benevolence of Nkiru Konye Jocha and Barrister Benjamin Ouk'S. Every one of them, they wonu kam kele unu baliala Chineke bon unu sagosakwa ya bichikwaya dobuleri. I want to thank everybody, even my publicity secretary, our publicity secretary, APC publicity secretary, state publicity secretary, Benedict Goodson, for giving me that moral support, for doing the lot of things you did to make sure that that journey was facilitated very well. I thank you immensely for all you guys that love Ouk'S, all those people that are supporting Ouk'S immensely. May God Almighty in His infinite mercy continue to guide and protect you forever and ever.
Okay, now we'll move on the show. Honorable, there's this call by some groups, especially from Abia North, that the governorship seat should be returned to that particular zone. That's talking about Abia North senatorial zone. If you ask me my opinion, I'm not supposed to give it, but many people are of the opinion that the issue of this zoning shouldn't be, considering the fact that we need credible people, whether you're from the central, from wherever you come from, it doesn't matter, but we need credible people that are going to man the governorship seat in Abia State. What's your view about that?
Well, as a student of arts and science of governance, I believe that zoning is a Nigerian system. Zoning is what is the bane in Nigerian politics. Now you're talking about somebody being qualified. If you know you are qualified to become the president of Federal Republic of Nigeria, irrespective of where you come from, I think you should vie for that position. The same thing with governorship positions or federal house or senators or house of assembly legislator. But be as may, in Nigeria, now we are talking about Nigerian politics. Zoning is the thing. Now when you look at Abia State, God's own state, remember I started off with Abia North when my principal became governor of Abia State, and ably led Abia for 8 years, that he changed the narrative of Abia State politics, touching the lives of people. And today, the people, 94.7% of the people in government today were made by Ouk'S. It's undisputable. Nobody can dispute that. I have the facts. I know their names. I'll call them. Now, going after that, we had Chief Theodore Meflodge that came after him from Abia Central. Now we have Governor Ouk'S, who is now the governor, who is in the next 3 years, he's going to hang up his gloves. Now, equity, fairness, and justice, the way they use it in Nigerian politics, require that it goes back to where it started from. So what you need to ask yourself, and what we need to ask ourselves, is if it's given to Abia North, will Abia North produce somebody who is capable, who is qualified, or is it because you are giving it to? No. If it comes to Abia North, we have capable hands that will become governor after Ikpeazu. There is no question about that. Let them keep warming up. This thing from my boss, it belongs to Abia North. There is no question. There is no argument. If you want to vie for election in APC under coming out from Abia Central, no problem. We'll go to the field. If you want to come from Abia South, there is no problem. We'll go to the field. The primaries are there. Nobody will stop you from going to the primary. But we know consensuously, we know political viability, political possibility. This is just the main thing. That's the essence of Nigerian politics, all about zoning. And it should go to Abia North. Unless they come and say, before Ikpeazu had finished, before Ikpeazu started, if they had said after Ikpeazu, not even after Ikpeazu, before Ikpeazu became governor, they say we are going to give it to Abia South. But if Abia South, after Abia South, no more zoning. Every zone, bring out your folks. Let's go to the field. But they didn't do that. You can't change the rule when the game has already started. And you know football very well. So you cannot change the goalpost because you want to have a good free kick.
In fact, the founding fathers of Abia State still believe so much in the Abia Charter of Equity.
Yes.
Which means that now that it has gone round, it should also continue from where it started from.
So be it.
But some people still believe that why it has gone round, now everybody can come out and vie for
that is why I say that. That is why you cannot wait. You don't even wait for a woman to be pregnant before you start talking about what you're going to do. You have to start before. You don't have to wait when she gets pregnant. You have to start before she gets pregnant, and then you begin to say what you want to say. They should have done that. Maybe through referendum, maybe through plebiscite. They should have done that before Abia South took that mantle of leadership. They say after Abia South, this thing should be in neutrality. But they didn't do that. So you cannot change the game now when you know that it's only 3 more years and it will be hooray, hooray. The fat lady has sung. So what we are saying is that for equity, like you just said, for equity, justice, and fair play, and according to the dictates of our founding fathers, let it go back to Abia North. It has to go back to Abia North. It has to go back to Abia North.
But majorly, Honorable, this zoning thing, not Abia Charter of Equity. Yes. This zoning thing is quite particular with PDP, especially in the state, even at the national level. Talking about APC, your party, yes, in the state. I remember when we had interaction with the APC chairman, Donald Tuswampa. He said that in APC, for governorship seat, there won't be any zoning.
Yeah, that's why we're saying the same thing, just different ways he's saying and I'm saying it. What we're saying is that you cannot stop Maduka Okoro from running for governorship position in Abia State. You can't stop me. If I have the resources, I'll go to the primaries. The party cannot say, no, you cannot run. But you know, Nigerian politics, it's all embedded in you, in your conscience, that this thing belongs to these particular people. But I think that's chairman of my party. He can come and say.
The structure of the party moving towards a particular person that they want, maybe based on the zoning arrangement.
That's why you have to use your tongue to count it. In politics, you have to be very careful. You have to become a soothsayer. You have to look beyond the realm of fiscal responsibility and begin to go into the spiritual realm. You know, when you begin to see the handwriting on the wall, then you will have to decide whether you will invest the kind of money you invest, because to become a governor, it's not pittance. You know, even just like in America, if you watch the presidential primaries now as it's going on in America, it's money. You raise funds. We're talking about millions of dollars. Whoever raises the most amount of funds gets the thing into the kitty and up and running in America. But the only difference in America is that whatever you give, your name is written down. We know where the millions are coming. That is because we have limitation. With some people, you can't go beyond 100,000 in your contribution. So it's not because you see millions of dollars, you think somebody is going to give you. Unlike Nigeria, somebody will go from nowhere and give you 100 million naira in your governorship election, because you are going to pay that person back. But until we begin to change our electoral system, even our campaign funding, Nigeria will become who has what. If you ain't got no money, you can't come to talk about even House of Assembly. It's not easy for you to vie for House of Assembly in Nigeria.
You mean printing posters?
It's not easy. It's not easy because I have experienced that. You know, it's not easy for you to go House Assembly. When I vie for Federal House, I know how much I spent. I know when I just came back from United States, I know how much I spent. I had to even close my little savings account at Hempstead Savings in Texas to make sure that I win election. My mom, when she was alive, had to sell her stores at Ariaria and Abia New Market to make sure that I survive. I didn't know that I've come to a different thing. You meet somebody today, you call a meeting today, they will all come. They will tell you, Ijeje, you are going. Don't worry. We are here for you. Oh, this guy is just from America. They want to finish your pocket. And then the next 2 hours, they're in the opponent's house.
You mean the same people?
The same people. So that is stomach infrastructure. So you cannot, after going through all that stuff, and you become broke. You know, they would even, when they see you, how you doing? They will just wave at you. Nobody will talk to you again because your money is finished. You ain't got diddly again. That is the bane of Nigerian politics. Everybody is after money. Want we begin to change our campaign system, campaign funding, we begin to change the electoral system where the salary of a legislator in the state is going to be nothing more than 100,000 naira a month. You see, Nigerian politics will change. But because of the money that is out there, people are ready to kill. So until we begin to change our mindset to know that you are not there for your pockets, you are there for the people. Just like Ouk'S Okalo, the senator, he has made money. He made money before he became a governor. He made money when he was at the age of 21. He became a millionaire. So money does not faze him. That's the kind of people we need in Nigeria. When somebody like Ginika that does not have 1 million in his account and he gets into Senate, when he gets into Senate, you will kill somebody to get in there, to make sure you stay there. So that is the bane of Nigeria. politics. So until we begin to rearrange the perspective, our perspective, the way we look at politics, you have to look at it as a calling. Not in America, you don't vie for election and they have a special housing for you, they have special cars for you. No, when you vie for election, your own car is the one they are using. You live in your own house.
But honestly, Honorable, let's look at this. You talked about, obviously, money politics in Nigeria.
Money politics.
Remember, not too long ago, they signed, even the president ascended to not too young to run.
Yes.
So where does it leave the young people? You know that most young people these days may not have that amount of money to contest for a particular position. We are talking about governorship, not even the smaller position and all that. So where does it leave the young people with all this humongous amount of money being required for you to campaign, lubricate your structures and all that? Does it mean that the young people, who they keep saying that tomorrow they are the leaders of tomorrow, when will this tomorrow come eventually?
Tomorrow is today. Let me tell you what they need to do is to go on sensitization tours. If the SUG presidents in the various universities will begin to evoke that passion, that emotion, not too young to run. It's not about money, it's about qualification. It's according to the ability to perform. There are most of us that went through the annals of high institution that were officers in school, that vied for election in school. Those are the pedestals you hit on before coming out to the real world. Though the real world is all about money, but students can start to fight against this humongous ill called money politics and say no. If you have somebody that just after all, there was a lady, a youth couple, after 7 years she went into the House of Assembly. Yes. I think that's in Benue or Plateau. So those are the things that SUG president need to be working on. These are the things that youth organization need to be talking about. Not youth organization form this youth for this and go and collect money from politicians. That is the bane of youth politics. What they need to do, come on their own and say we are presenting our own candidate. They will give ultimatum to the various political parties. Our youth, this is the man that we want. We are going to contribute money to pay for his form or her form, and this is the person that's going to represent the youth. When you begin to see, people will listen to you, because politics is not about one person, it's about all. It's all inclusive. So the youth need to do the needful, and that needful is to carry flyers, carry banners, carry flags, and let the people know that the youth have arrived. The youth cannot arrive by forming organization and going to the back and collecting money. And when they grab that money, the other youth will say they will be struggling, running around you. And by the time you make 1 or 2 corners, the money is gone.
Honorable, let's look at it quite honestly. Now, if you're talking about sharing flyers and all that, sensitizing, that's a good one. But then again, you still need money. During elections, you've run.
Of course, you need money. Money can be
What
better.
about the agents at the polling units? Who will man the polling units for you to make sure that your votes actually count? Who will finance that?
It's very simple. You give to go out there to explain to. There are certain philanthropists, there are certain businessmen and women in this country or in this state that are not interested in politics, but are interested in sanitizing our political system. You go there and say, sir, my name is this. I'm from here. I'm just soliciting for your help. This is how far I have gone. I will appreciate if you give me a backup. If you can give me a vehicle, if you can give me flyers, you can give me posters, you can do there are different things they have to do. That is left for your political strategies to do. All those things you have to package yourself. It's not what I'm going to say on air here. You package it's all about packaging. If you package a young guy who just left either Michael Okpara University or ABSU or College of Education Technical or Imo State University, whatever, ESUT, whatever, you package that individual and they begin to see you as a youth that has come to change things, to say this is the time for the youth and I have what it takes to change the plight of the youth, and these are my programs. And when you talk, people will listen to you. But it's not a question of youths going there, everybody say nah, you go, and then you go there and you forget what you are about to do. You must have vision. For you to be a good political leader, you must have vision. Write the vision down, carry it like a Bible. Everywhere you go, that thing becomes stained in your brain, so that whenever you are waking up in your sleep, you say. And that is why my principal, Dr. Carlo, has been one of the advocates of youth involvement in politics. There was a guy that left Michael Okpara University. He's a lecturer. He's a young guy now. It was Dr. Carlo who pushed him to go for House of Assembly, even though he was rigged out. But there are people that are ready to help you. My principal is ready to fund youth that are serious in this game. I'm saying it openly. Dr. Carlo is for the youth.
Because he started
as a youth. He loves the youth. When you come to Iberi, see how you trunk to that place. But there's thing that baffles me, that most of these, when they come, they talk about this, talk about that, but they're not talking about change. His Excellency, I want to key into your change, and I am ready to go for House of Assembly, irrespective of your state. Oji is ready to help you, and that's why Senator Oji Okali is different. Most of the people that come to Iberi are from the north, are from the south, are from the south, from the southwest, and from the southeast. So they come in trunks, and Oji has been helping them. There are people that we help in Anambra to go into House of Assembly. People don't know that. Youth. We have a youth who is a legislator now, helped by Oji Okalo. And that is what we are saying. Spread your knowledge. Oji had children everywhere. Spread your knowledge.
Not only in Abia.
Not only in Abia or Abia North. Oji Okalo he doesn't get sentimental when it comes to politics and then playing that home game politics. If you have what it takes to perform, Oji will help you. And that is why people love him.
Okay, we'll have to open the phone lines now. Let's get the views of our callers. But we must also, point out here that you must observe some, decorum while calling. Don't insult anybody. Just go ahead, make your observation, ask questions where necessary. You can also send the SMS. But the numbers to call are 08081826949. I take that again, 08081826949 or 08116052949. The SMS line is also there. You can send your text messages on 09065108289. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Jimiko.
Yeah, good morning.
Good morning, everybody. My name is
Go ahead.
Honorable Marco, I totally agree with you. When it comes to the youth, yes, it's very, very important for our youth to get involved fully in politics, because I totally disagree that we are the youth of tomorrow. We are the youth of today. And I will appreciate if the youth can be able to change the narrative of going to a politician, collecting money from them, at the end of going to this other politician, collecting money from them. So at the end of the day, you see them fighting over nothing. A very whole lot of them have what it takes to govern a state. A very lot of them have what it takes to take care of a constituency and all the rest of them. But because of the high-handedness of most of these politicians and also the money that is involved in politics, makes us to shy away into all this money politics and all the rest of them. Rather, most of them decide to become simple. Like you rightly said, they came and collected a very...
Hello?
At the end of the day,
round up today.
Collect the same money from the other end and not the rest of them.
Okay.
I wish if we can be able to change the idea when it comes to politics, please to look forward. Thank you and God bless you.
All right, thank you. Hello, good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
Good morning, Honorable Madoka.
Good morning.
I am Joseph Ejindu. I am calling from Alai, America precisely. Honestly, the topic this morning is very interesting. Yes, in Nigerian politics, the youth can never have a place in Nigerian political equation if the federal government or the presidency did not make politics in Nigeria to be less attractive. Politics in Nigeria has been regarded as a lucrative business. That is why you see somebody who is doing well in America, somebody who is doing well outside the country, will leave the business and venture into politics and throw in money because they have used it as a avenue to make more money. For that reason, hence that the youth, they don't have all it takes when it comes to finance to sponsor themselves, and they will not have the opportunity to be elected into a particular position. Now, in our INEC now, they are being compromised. If you don't have billions of naira, you can never buy the INEC. If you don't have money, you can never buy justice in the judiciary. So this is one of the things that makes the youth, they will hardly they will occupy the system. Okay. Concerning to the zoning charter of equity in Abia State, yes.
Please round off.
Yes, said, yes, we started from Abia North, Abia Central, and Abia South. So currently now, the power should return back to Abia North. Hence, that there is no any agreement that says that the power should be in Abia South.
Thank you. Thank you. Hello, good morning. Hello?
Good morning. Good morning, Jennifer.
Yeah, good morning. What's your
Good
name?
morning,
Good morning, good morning, Good morning to you.
Good morning.
Yeah, my name is Mene. Better known as the Prince of the from Mumbai here.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay. I'm happy with what Honorable Madam said. Most of the people in Abia government today are made by Dr. Joseph Carlo. And if you hear what they are saying currently about Dr. Joseph Carlo, you weep, you cry so bitterly. You cry, you start wondering how some people behave sometimes. The same person that helped them to get to that position, they are now saying so many things against him. Just because he's in a little trouble. And we know that by the grace of God, the church is okay. It's just a matter of time. He'll be set free, he'll be released.
Okay.
Because he did better.
Amen.
So I'm very, very much annoyed with what some of these media is present governor what they are saying. And I'm so happy that the current senator at the central is in trouble also.
No,
so,
that's a personal attack. You can confirm that. Now, Honorable, I have a question. Now, the issue is, why is it that your party, the APC, who's supposed to lead the opposition in the state, they are not speaking up? What is the problem?
Well, I think my responsibility is to speak on behalf of the distinguished senator representing
you're a member of
Abia North Senatorial Zone. With all due respect, we have an able publicity secretary in the person of Benedict Goodson. I think that you, as a media man, to reach out to him. You have his number. Reach out to him and then bring him. Let me speak on behalf of APC. I'm just a loyal party member. I cannot sit here and speak about APC if they are opposing well or they are not opposing well. There is somebody who's going to tell about it, and I think it would be an honor for him to come to the challenge, honor and challenge from you guys, for him to come and explain the question you're asking. Because
you're cutting short. We are actually running out.
Well, what I want to say, I want to thank everybody that have been there for the past 2 weeks that you haven't heard. I know a lot of you that even won this jingle. If you need the jingle, you call the hotline of Gineca, their station, and you get the jingle. I know people want the jingle, and then next week I will package it so that I can give it out to a lot of you, so that I can use it and make what they call ringtones. You know, I'll give it to you. You make your ringtone. That's a way of telling you that all Jesus of Carlos Spirit lives in each and every one of us. I want to thank all those people that have been visiting His Excellency the District Senator Dr. Joseph Carlo. Please be calm. Everything is going to be taken care of by the Almighty God. There is nothing in this life that cannot be taken by God. And Jesus himself, if Jesus himself can be betrayed, if Jesus himself can be put up on the cross, who am I? Who are you not to be betrayed or put on the cross?
Okay, there's this. Let's do this one quickly. There's this SMS. It's from Arupe Chidoze, anointing from Okpure in Bende. He said, good morning, Maduka. You say you shouldn't mind the misguided groups, okay? They are hallowing in hallucination. Please.
Thank you. Everybody, thank you.
He said he needs your number. I don't know if
okay, yes, you give him a call again. Gineca will give you number. Gineca will give you my number, and then you can talk to me direct. From next week, we're going to reel out the activities of Ouk'S or Carlo, what the senator, this senator has made possible for Abia North. Good news for Abia North. So nobody should deceive you. We are here to do business for Abia North. We are here to touch the lives of the poor people. We didn't go to House of to the Senate to look for money. Also, Carlo doesn't need money. He needs the people and he needs God, and that is what his life is all about. Ouk'S Carlo, keep hope alive, and then be assured that God is infinite mercy will be with us in Abia North, in Abia. Chineke gozinu n'aha Jesus.
Okay, we have so many text messages here, but time is no longer our friend. That's where we're going to draw the curtain. Draw the curtain on the show. Till next week. Thank you so much, the Southeast Media Aide to Dr. Joseph Carlo, Honorable Madu Kokoro, for coming on the show. I hope you don't go on sabbatical by next week.
No, I won't. Be around. Except if duty calls, but I will be around here.
Okay, my name is Ginika Olwa. Till next week, please do stay out of trouble. Good morning.
At Flow 94.9 FM, we've got conducive and well-secured environment for business. High-tech video studio, a state-of-the-art production studio. You can also listen live on www.flow949fm.com and watch our videos on YouTube at Flow FM TV. Flow 94.9 FM, not just radio, but a complete broadcasting house.